the Industrial Revolution in 18th centuries, all businesses were built on the basis of economic concern, like turnover, profit, market share, and shareholder value.
This condition has led to massive exploitation of natural resources and human resources to pursue the economic goals of business. As a result, social and environmental issues arise, which then affect market perception of the product of business.
And now, business motivation has changed, not just to pursue economic value, but also provide values to the environment and communities, and then become a business sustainability goals.
On this occasion, we would like to share a review of a book that is very relevant to business sustainability, with the title is Fundamentals of Sustainable Business, a guide for next 100 years. This book was authored by Matthew Tweed, who earned a PhD in environmental science and has more than 20 years experience in U.S. Forest Services and Department of Natural Resources.
This book approach involves environmental terms. It is not merely a continuation of the well-intentioned, but largely an effective modern environmental movement. Instead of regulatory requirements adding to the overall cost and complexity of doing business, this new strategy finds business, among other things, improving its economic performance. This movement also involves a series of universal changes in our approach to production and consumption of goods and services that will dramatically affect the very core of business and society. If we are able to set aside our habits and intensify our perception and open-mindedness, an opportunity does exist for all business to emulate an amazingly successfully production system that has incorporated all the necessary strategies required for continuous prosperity. We will now turn our attention to a surprising source of invaluable guidance for every step of this reformation of business and society. Recognizing the opportunity for man to emulate these durable natural terms eliminates the need for us to sculpt sustainable production system in isolation. Together, we can cultivate an attitude of humility, an open mind, a meticulous inquisition of nature, and an unrelenting determination to transform our energy and material production and consumption patterns into brilliant reflection of natural world systems.
The new approach offers business improve long-term financial stability and a positive relationship with the natural world and human communities. It's called triple top line. The initial attempts by an organization to adopt TTL practices generally garner only modest results such as a minor reduction in pollution, slightly lower operating costs, and little or no social benefits. Change agents also find access to such quantitative data about other transitioning organizations useful and encouraging. The sustainability scorecard process is supported by selected staff members with the explicit responsibility of bringing teams of employees together to identify innovation opportunities, designing an ongoing series of TTL projects, and embedding all approved SIM into the fabric of the operation.
This chapter describes numerous real-world examples for businesses that have effectively adopted TTL practices for business itself. I will explain three of them. This brand is manufactured by Frito-Lay, a PepsiCo division that concentrates effort on energy saving and water system improvements, such as produce electricity on site, heats water using solar heating concentrator, and adapting water reclamation technique. In 10 years, Frito-Lay had saved energy costs by 22% and decreased water consumption by 35%. Another example, Precious Woods. This company specializes in sustainably harvest timber operation in Latin America and Africa. They leave at least 20% of the harvestable timber uncut and never harvest along the waterway and land slope to reducing soil erosion effect. They also use directional tree felling and light equipment to minimize damage to uncut neighboring trees and forest flood. Last example is East Japan Railway Company. This company has pioneered to use diesel-electric hybrid rail car and fuel cell electric train. They reclaim all the food waste in the train station, compost the material, and sell the humus into local farmers. They also promote local ecotourism and work with local governments and child care business to establish daycare for commuting workers.
Today, not only are the people who are unaware of the extent of our unfortunate situation unable to remedy the root causes, these unfortunate circumstances of limited baseline knowledge of both the problems and the solutions suggest an opportunity for educators to consider a series of adjustments in the content of existing formal education system. Government finally gets it right. In this chapter, we will consider the nature and scope of appropriate government involvement in the ongoing evolution of sustainable business. In the first section, the proper role of the government as a subordinate movement supporter rather than an architect of movement principles will be examined. The last part of the chapter will discuss operational changes for government itself that will deliver increased day-to-day value to the taxpayers and will provide a procedural foundation for effective management of public revenue and of bureaucratic staff. We will primarily focus upon the situation and role of the federal government, but state and local jurisdiction will be examined as well.
As we gradually integrate the concept, values, and broad implication of sustainable businesses into our personal and professional lives, the following list are 6 essential characteristics of mature and authentic sustainable business. The first, 3 top-line value production. The second, nature-based knowledge and technology. The third, products of service to product of consumption. The fourth, solar, wind, geothermal, and ocean energy. The fifth, local-based organization and economies. And the last one is continuous improvement process. There are some issues arises due to international implication from TTL. The issue is the relationship between sustainable business with globalization and developing nation. Globalization in economic context refers to an increasingly integrated global economy characterized especially by free trade, free flow of capital, and the use of low-price foraging labor market. Moreover, sustainable regional economies will result in a significant reduction in the cross-continental character of the global economy and in increased diversification of local economies. Thank you for watching this book review. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Since Industrial Revolution in 18th centuries, businesses were built on the basis of economic
Bisa nggak nih?
Ya.
Dari tadi soalnya.